count down from 3 here. Once I get into the menu here. So 3, 2, 1, go. Oop. So we're starting off here with a slide. The two forms of movement in this game are just slides, like so, or what is known as a JKD, or jump, kick, dodge. The jump action, the kick action, and the dodge buttons are all bound to one button, and with that I get to kind of do all three at once, and kind of just fly through the game because of it while like B-hopping. We're gonna grab a shotgun here, do a quick jump here, hopefully make it across. Did not work, but that's fine. And jump over here. So CULTIC, as you can see, a first-person shooter, kind of Doom-esque in terms of like the aesthetic design. Really fun game, really cool game, and inbounds. So we're running inbounds. It's going to be about 20 minutes of a run compared to out of bounds, which you could do in, I think it's like 6 is the world record, 9. Another really interesting run, but a lot less consistent and doesn't show off nearly as much of the game. So I don't like running it nearly as much. But it's a really cool run. So what we just did there, as I just was talking about the opening, this is we're infiltrating a cult or something. I don't quite remember the full story of the game, but it's in a lot of like text, and it's been a while since I've read it. But we essentially came through, we just kind of ignored everything and jumped over everything to get a key that was in the back there. That is not what we do here. And then just kind of jump towards the end, which was linked right to the beginning. And then we have shipyard here. We picked up health, some weapon parts to upgrade our weapons later. That will allow for very specific tricks. And we're entering this ship here. Down below here, we're crawling through the vents to grab this key. At the moment, we'll encounter a number of those guys, and they are annoying because you saw that they can float barrels, or pretty much any object in the game, but barrels are primarily the issue because they can float explosive ones, and they will deal a lot of damage. But we jump to the top there, kind of just avoiding having to go around. And we're entering this little cave area here, jumping through, and exiting over here. And then we're going to hop off. And then as we land here, I am pressing, for me it's F1, but it's it opens the console commands. We're not using any console commands. But what that does is negate all damage from falling. And so with that, I can fall these great distances to then land without just dying from fall damage. We pick up a pistol there. I'm going to grab a little bit of health. And then we're going to make our way over here. It's supposed to be a whole puzzle with like cars and zombies and stuff. But instead, what we're going to do is just kind of jump around that bridge. Because of JKDs, we can get high enough, we can get far enough to just make it across in one jump rather than needing to do the whole puzzle to bring down the bridge. And we're just going to jump back here and enter this area through the exit. The game normally requires a huge, a little fight with a mini boss, and you to go through the front. We're taking a lot of damage, which is a little scary, but that's fine. But we get to go through the back, climb up, hit the switch, and get to the next level. Where we're going to do something. Well, this is any percent no out of bounds, or inbounds. This is very much inbounds, even if it may look a little weird. If the barrel is going to cooperate. Cool. We use that barrel and the minecart to just push us through the wall. We can do that exact same thing by going out of bounds, but that one we technically stay inbounds the entire time. And with that, we get to skip essentially this entire level. And we're going to head into the next level that is... what is the next level? Crypts? Crypts is a really interesting level. So we picked up the weapon part early on. We're going to grab another one. And we're going to upgrade our shotgun to have something called... it's something shells. But what it does is every weapon has 4 upgrades that give them all different abilities. And what this one does, compact shells, that's what it's called, is it allows us to kind of push ourselves. It like pushes back enemies that it hits, and it pushes us back a little bit. Which obviously gives us a little bit of freedom in terms of... this guy does not want to die. Gives us a little bit of height. And so we're going to be using that in a minute here. To just kind of skip another big puzzle of the level. And just jump right over to this hole there. Grab a key. That another kind of mini boss guy despawns because he's supposed to be spawning behind you. And we're going to then now head to the exit that we have this key. Oop. Going upstairs extraordinarily difficult in this game quickly. Cool. And then we're going to do another one of those shotgun boosts to jump in here, and there's just a small hole in the wall there, so we can skip that puzzle, kick open this door, and head to the next level. So that was a very clean Crypts. That throughout all of that, I am also crouching, so I'm holding crouch. I'm trying to jump. I'm trying to navigate with WASD. So I'm holding about 5 buttons all at the same time every time I jump in any hallway. And so we're now entering what is a big arena fight, and we're going through 7 dynamite right here. I think that's 7. I lost count. And so this is now kind of an auto-scroller. I have... we need to kill every enemy. At the end of each wave, we'll have a slowdown, and there's 3 waves. So what I'm doing is I'm listening to see where I'm hearing any shots, and then going that direction, and hopefully finding the enemy. They spawn kind of randomly, depending on where you're at. Because like those guys weren't there before, but then when I ran past them, they spawned in. And then I'm also going around collecting materials, because pretty much what we find here is going to be everything we use for the rest of the game. For most of the fighting here, I'm using this machine gun just because it fires fast, has a lot of ammo, and the only exceptions are going to be when there is these guys, pretty much these guys with shields are going to be my only exception, where I'm using this lever action rifle just because it will shoot, kind of go through the shield and kill them as long as I hit them in the head. And then, but this kind of gives me enough, like, a time to talk about, like, some of the other things. This game has a lot of different weapons, and we actually do see it. Mostly in this level, we see most of them. But we got the shotgun, we got a grenade launcher, and then we also have a sniper. Sniper doesn't get much use, but it's a really cool weapon. And then, so now we're on the last wave. We're going to collect the last of our materials. And the only other thing really of big note right now is in the bottom right corner, you can see that I have a little health pack there. So that's kind of a backup health that as I lose health, I can press H and refill my health bar with that. And so I was using it, I got that like right at the beginning of the second level. And then had been kind of using that throughout. But that's an example of the other kind of big enemy in this game. We saw him for briefly in the first level, but we kind of ignored him. But those guys, they will become a problem in the last level, because they kind of just catch you and hold you there and do a lot of damage. And then going back all the way to the beginning of the level, we place those 7 dynamites just so we can one-shot that enemy there, that tank. It's a little, supposed to be a big boss fight, and instead we get to just kill him right off the bat in one shot, just because we threw those dynamites there at the beginning. And so this is the Asylum grounds, and we are heading up. We're heading through, trying to get to the Asylum. And it kind of is just a level that is these switches nonstop. And anytime I'm jumping off these walls, I am opening that console just to make sure I don't take fall damage, because any one of these falls will kill me in one hit. But we're going to head towards the outside, and then we're going to do another glitch here. We're going to grab this barrel. We're going to jump up, set it down here. Hopefully these guys will leave me alone. Jump, shoot, jump, and then while I'm in midair, I hit my quick save button, in which I then load and can jump out of the quick save to get a another jump, at which point I can just hit the end of the level. So now we're in the Asylum, and that's the wrong direction. I've been doing that all day. Well, during practice. And we're going to head up. Ooh. Please. Get up there. Head up through the level. So those guys in white, called ghosts, like I said, they kind of float things and throw them at you. They deal an immense amount of damage. Just well more than you expect. And then they also can freeze you in place. Or slow you down, I should say. Not freeze you in place. So these. I try to kill that one in specific because we're entering this final room of the level, where we're going to jump, get up here, and then there's invisible walls around all these layers, so you can't just normally do that, but you can actually land on that platform skipping a bunch of rooms to get to the top here. And we're going to then head down here, try to hide, not in fire, because that will kill us as we get kicked out of bounds, which will also kill us. Let's try that again. We need to start the generator that's right here, but while you're taking damage, you can't do the action. So that was much better. Get out of my way. And that hits the end of the level there. All to start that elevator. And so I'm going to grab some health, some supplies here, and we're entering the last, like, real level here. And this is the excavation site. Last time I did this run at a marathon, this level decided to be mean for about the entire time of it, so hopefully it's nicer. But I lost some health there, so we're going to do this. We're going to grab this, and then so as we... Yeah, that's what I mean. They just kind of get in the way. So let's just kill these guys real quick. Because they will exit this door. And we're going to close this door on our way through. All because I wanted health, and I still ended up with the same health. That's fine, though. And then we're going to... We have to grab that key to open the prison door there, to then come back over here to grab this valve handle. Like I said, movement here is just JKDing, but you see that everything is jumping at you, and there's pits of lava below us. So if something catches you mid-jump, it will just shove you into it, and you will just die. So luckily that did not happen, because that is just a horrible way to lose time. We're going to jump up here, grab our last key, and come back over to the top here. Hopefully. Okay, cool. We're going to grab supplies, 50 health, because there's still a lot of enemies. These guys with the machine guns can just erase your health bar within a second or two. Especially if you miss your jump. And so we're going to come out here, jump. Ooh, got hit by some grenade. Some dynamite. Jump here, and now we're actually entering the final level. Where I am going to pick up supplies and upgrade my weapons, and then time will be coming up on the last hit of the boss here. But we're grabbing a extended mag for a grenade launcher, and then something called, I think it's impact shells, so they deal a bit more damage with our secondary fire. And then we shoot 4 shots, drop 4 dynamites to when his chest opens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break his armor again to open the chest. Shoot that again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed 1 shot, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's time. It's a very fast-paced game. It's a very fun game. It's a one-man team, if I remember correctly. And I forgot about that loud moment. But it's a fantastic game if you want to pick it up. This is just chapter 1. There's more stuff coming out, a interlude for the game, a little in between just came out, and it's just a fantastic game. And I suggest everyone plays.
All right, thank you very much, Forte. Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at ForteSOS pretty much everywhere. I don't stream super often anymore because of work, but I play this, I play Timefall, and I do some things in the past, here and there.